Ready to go sail, Ellie?
Ready.
All right, step number 1. Get on the boat, open up the cockpit, go below.
Next, you need to check the batteries on the voltmeter and charger. So you'll come down here, make sure these two are in the green, which they are. And you'll come up here to the electrical panel, make sure that that says 13. Next, you want to turn on the master switch, which is right down here. You want to turn it to position 1, which is on. So you'll turn it to the right. So you're going to come down here. You're going to open this up and you're going to check to make sure there's a little bit of water in the bilge, which there is, so we're good. Next, you're going to want to check the belts on the engine, which is right behind the ladder. You'll undo these 2 latches down here, undo these up here, slide it out, position it right here. You'll open this up, and there's your engine. You want to kind of check, make sure they're all in working order, which they are. Next, if you want to use the toilet on the boat, which is called the head, you have to open 2 seacocks. Let me show you how. Here's how to open the first seacock. You come down here, open this up. You'll come right to this yellow latch, and you'll turn it up. Now we're going to open up the second seacock, which is right by the head. You'll come to this little drawer. Oh, open it up. And then you'll go to the back right lever and you'll pull it up all the way. Next, you're going to want to turn on the electronics in the bulkhead. So you'll come over to your electrical panel. Switch the first switch. This is electronics to on. And you'll come out here. Uncover your panels, which is a pop. Big pop. Pop that, and you'll turn this to on, which is a touchscreen. Next, you'll have a couple of things show up on your monitor. You're going to want to click accept. And then it'll come and ask if you want a software update. You'll say no, and then click never. Takes a bit to pull up. Now we have the pop-up. You'll want to click no for software update, and then down on the bottom, click never. Then you're done. Now you're going to want to turn on the macerator if you're using the head. After you open both seacocks, you'll come over to the electrical panel. You'll run all the way down, macerator, you'll come and you'll flip it to on. Now you're going to turn on the VHF radio, which is mounted in the boat. You'll come again to the electronic panel, follow all the way down where it says VHF, turn it on, and there you go. If you have any other electronics turned on, such as the cabin lights, whenever we go out sailing, you're going to want to turn them off. So you'll make sure your electrical panel, everything is off except what is on right now. Now you're going to want to get the life jackets out, and since we have 2 people on board, you'll come over to your life jackets, grab them out, which we keep right over here, and you'll lay them outside the cabin. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you can secure everything that is below deck so nothing moves around, which for us is all good. Next, you're going to want to get the hook pole out. You pull it out from down here. And we also keep the flag back here, so you can grab that if you would like to use it, and you'll put it out here in the cockpit. Next, we're going to use the handheld VHF radio. It's going to be right here, and although we do have one mounted in the cockpit, we use this mounted in the cabin. We use this one out in the cockpit, and to turn it on, all you're going to do is press and hold this button till it does that. You'll put it out in the cockpit. Now you're going to get all your seat cushions out, which are right here. Grab them all and pull them up to the cockpit. you want to check the oil of the engine and you need to locate the dipstick, first what you'll do is you'll come down to this hatch. You'll remove these two knobs, lift up the hatch, then there's your engine. On the far right side of the engine is where you're going to find the dipstick. It is pretty far down in there, but we check it pretty often, so you shouldn't have to worry about checking it. Now we're going to start the engine. To do that, you put the key in the keyhole, and then you turn it to the right, so it's on. Next, you're going to have this fuel knob. You're going to push it in, and you're going to press and hold this button until the engine starts. And it'll sound just like that. Now we need to make sure that we have water flowing through the exhaust. So we'll come back here. We'll take a look. You can see water is coming out of the exhaust. And in case we did not see water coming out of the exhaust, we would need to kill the engine. Now you're going to want to take off the covers off the winches and the tillers. So these are the winches. Take these all off. Your tiller, which is right back here. You're going to want to stow them under the seat. Now you're going to open up all the clutches, which all you got to do is just push them up. You're going to rig the mainsail and the head sail. Now we're going to rig the head sail. And on a sailboat like this, you can walk all over it. You can hold on to everything. The only thing you don't want to do is step on the sunroof right here, or the hatch. You'll come up here. So we have our sail with us today. We're going to be using our self-tacking jib, which is right here. First, to undo our self-tacking jib, we're going to come to these buttons. We're going to undo all of them. All you got to do is twist them off, and it opens just like that. Now we're going to take off the bag. Pull it back. Now we're going to take the halyard, which is right here. All you do is just pull and it'll unlatch. Come over here, put it through, just like that. Pull it again, and then there you go. We're going to unfold the jib. Just pull it back. On a sailboat, ropes and lines are called sheets. So make sure your lines are all free, which they are. You're going to take this sheet, undo it, just how we did up here. You're going to attach it to the clew of the jib, which is right here. You'll hook it in, pull this, just like that, so it's attached. On this sailboat, it's incredibly easy to open up your mainsail. All you have to do, pull this open, zip it open. And then there's your sail. To prepare the sails, what we'll do first is we're going to undo the green line and the red line. All you got to do, open this up, make sure your lines are clear, drop it, come over here to the red, same exact thing, undo that, lines are clear, drop it. Next we're going to prepare the blue sheet or line. It is attached to the main sail, the halyard. Just undo that, make sure your line's clear, and set it right there. Next we're going to prepare the sheet that is attached to the head sail, which is this white rope right here. Make sure your line is clear, and you'll drop it again right next to the blue. Next we're going to close all of our clutches so we can cast off and motor all the way to the channel. Next we're going to turn off the power to the boat. So we'll come over here. We're going to flip off all these 3 switches just in case we were to have an accident and drop the power cord into the water. Now we're going to turn off the power to the boat. All we have to do is lift this silver cap, turn it slightly to the left, pull it out, and then there you go. Now's the time whenever we would do a safety brief and get ready to cast off. Next, you're going to want to undo the lines on the stern first, which are up here, and then the bow second. Last thing to do before we cast off is we're going to grab our winch handles, which are right here. 2 of them. you'll want to put it right here. And that's one. You'll have two over here. Just like that. Now that we cast off, we want to put up our fenders and our lifelines, which we did. Now we're going to navigate the channel out to marker number 3. To make it easier to hoist the mainsail, we pull some slack in the